We treat our careers like a grueling sprint. We push through stress, tolerate burnout, and keep accelerating, all under the assumption that if we run hard enough, we can cross a final finish line and rest. For decades, the ultimate prize at the end of that race has been retirement. The dream is to walk out of the office, throw a party, and never do another day of work again. But the moment that work stops entirely, a strange pattern emerges. Without a daily schedule, cognitive function often declines, physical health dips, and the social circles tied to our professions slowly disappear. We haven't actually designed a fulfilling next chapter for ourselves. We've just built a very expensive escape hatch from lives we are desperate to leave behind. Compare that to the island of Okinawa, Japan. The residents here consistently live past 100, maintaining remarkable health and mobility well into their old age. If you ask them about their plans for stopping work, you'll run into a linguistic wall. Their dialect doesn't even have a word for the concept of retirement. Instead, they organize their lives around a principle called Ikigai. Roughly translated, it means the reason you wake up every morning. They aren't trying to figure out how to do nothing. They are focused on finding a daily purpose so engaging that they never want to walk away from it. This diagram illustrates how the concept of Ikigai actually works. It requires mapping out 4 distinct areas of your life. First, you take what you love doing. Then you cross-reference it with what you are highly skilled at. When those 2 areas overlap, you get passion. It feels great, but passion alone rarely pays the rent. So we bring in a third element, what the world actually needs. Now your passion becomes a mission. You are helping people, but you still lack financial sustainability. The final circle grounds this entire philosophy in the physical world. It represents what people will actually pay you to do. When you achieve a perfect alignment of all 4, doing something you love, that you excel at, that provides value to others, and generates income, you found your Ikigai. Leave even one of these elements out, and things start to feel off. You can have high-level skills and massive wealth, but without doing something the world needs, you are left feeling profoundly empty. The Okinawans treat this alignment as a daily practice. They refuse to rush through their routines, choosing to focus entirely on the process of whatever is right in front of them. Whether they are tending a garden or practicing a craft, they follow what excites them until they enter a flow state, that psychological zone where you become so absorbed in an activity that you lose track of time. This mindfulness extends to their dinner plates. They practice the 80% full rule, eating mostly light meals and stopping before they are stuffed to keep physical stress off their digestive systems. You also won't see them pushing through exhausting, high-intensity workouts. They rely on consistent, gentle movements, like daily walks and group stretching, to keep their joints lubricated. And they never do these things in isolation. They cultivate highly supportive, lifelong friendships, a social safety net that continuous research links to increased joy and a longer physical lifespan. 100 years of vitality does not come from a biological accident. It is the result of a deliberate lifestyle built on unhurried motion, deep community connection, and daily purpose. Of course, understanding a philosophy won't magically add 10 years to your life. Ikigai is a framework, not a scientific manual. You actually have to do the work to apply it. That starts with a conscious decision. You have to stop casing status-driven definitions of success and redirect that energy into building a sustainable life. It requires looking at your own unique skills and abandoning the need to compare your progress to anyone else's path. You don't need a massive, overnight lifestyle overhaul. The goal is to focus on small, daily improvements that gradually pull those 4 pillars into alignment. Because ultimately, a good life is rarely found by waiting around for one final monumental achievement. It is found by staying active and locating joy in quiet, ordinary moments. So stop building a life you are desperate to escape. Find the exact intersection of what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs, and simply never stop doing it.